Is there a specific song in Tick Tick Boom that struck you most emotionally, and why?
Why?
Why? And why?
Why? Well, no, the song is Why. It's that song in the Delacour, and I wish I could say every song because I love every song. And a song that I actually don't sing is one of my favorites as well. Come to Your Senses, the Alex Shipp and Vanessa Hudgens duet on, which is just like barnstorming kind of like just incredible mix of voices and epic kind of swelling music. But why is that song? Because it's a ritual. It transcends. It transcends a beautiful song. It becomes a ritual for John, and it became a ritual for me in terms of, and it still is a ritual for me if I need it, in terms of integrating loss, in terms of living with loss, living with death. You know, obviously for John, he's finally accepting the possibility of his best friend not being alive for a lot longer, and maybe simultaneously accepting that his life, in some unconscious way, he knows is going to be short. He's being initiated into an awareness that life is so sacred and so short, and the notes we have to sing are so finite, and if we're lucky, we leave here with a half-finished song. And as I've shared with you, and as I've shared previously, I lost my mother before we started shooting, and of course, no one more important to me in my life. So that song, that night in the Delacour, with Julie there, with John's spirit there, it was also a way of me, another night of me ritualizing and processing this impossible loss to process and ritualize that I will be doing for the rest of my life in terms of the loss of the person that gave me life, my mother, Lynn Garfield. And so that song, like this film, for John's friends and family, give John back to them for a couple of hours in whatever degree. That song will be another way of me having my mum back for moments. Just like if I've taken up knitting recently, and yeah, I know, and because my mother was a really big knitter, and like
Wow.
the image that I have, one of the indelible images of my mother is we would watch movies every Christmas, and she would be half watching, half knitting a new cardigan for her grandkids. So when I pick up my knitting needles and I'm making a tea cozy for a friend or whatever, like I'm half watching a movie, I can feel my mum in my veins, in the same way that if I listen to that song Why, or sing that song Why, it's a way of keeping the grief close to me, and it's a way of keeping her spirit close to me. So yeah, that for sure.
Amazing, buddy.